Hello and welcome to Cheppy Today. I'm Will and I'll be going through some of the most talked about topics in crypto. If you want to be kept up to date with the discussion, remember to give us a like and to subscribe. So earlier today, Bitcoin and the rest of the cryptocurrency market seems to have erased what was one of the longest bear markets in crypto history. In one of the most triumphant return to form ever displayed, the entire crypto market added $20 billion to its coffers, and Bitcoin pumped 15%, jumping from 4,200 to 4,850 in just under an hour. To put this in perspective, this is a price point not seen since November 2018, when Bitcoin sharply fell from 6,500. Now obviously alts have also gained from this massive pump, with increases across the board. Monero, Cardano and Litecoin, among others, citing increases of more than 10%. Dogecoin, the unofficial arbiter of alt season, saw gains of over 20%. Moreover, trading volume for major coins such as BTC, Ethereum, EOS and XRP have breached into the 100 million range. Due to this, many expect a continuation, and of course a subsequent bull run. Now far from being surprised, quite a few crypto influencers put on their smuggest I told you so face and took it to crypto Twitter. And to be fair, they have every right to. There have been a myriad of bullish posts recently from analysts and influencers alike, predicting this very occurrence. So much so that it actually prompted Chepicap to write an article on it. Not to say we told you so, but we told you so. Alistair Milne, a prominent Bitcoin investor, was one of these smug bastards, who pointed out a few days ago that most traders he knows were leaning bullish, and pointed it out in an earlier tweet today. Ran Nuno is our next self-congratulatory person who pointed out in late March that we were actually in a bull market, again deciding to let his followers know he was right. Interestingly, this actually marks the first time ever that a CNBC spokesperson has actually correctly called a move, without sending the market in a complete opposite direction. But while this was obvious to some people, the timing and severity of the pump was completely unexpected. So what's actually happening? Why the spike? And why now? Well, there are no definitive answers, but as usual there's a ton of speculation. So here are the top 3 reasons for this latest spike. First up, market sentiment. Now one of the biggest propagators of any bull market is sentiment. If people are bullish, people are buying. And recently the community has been extremely bullish. You can judge this from the aforementioned smugness alone. And there have been many reasons to be. Since the start of 2019, alts have been popping off, with the likes of Binance Coin, Ontology and Litecoin citing year-to-date gains of over 100%. Meanwhile, Bitcoin has stayed fairly stagnant, citing little over 50% year-to-date gains in the period before this latest pump. This has been a sign of a lack of volatility, something which historically leads to a bottom, something that Bitcoin was thought to have reached back in December, bottoming at around 3,200. Social media positivity strikes an all-time high during bullish phases, a period in which Reddit and Twitter activity increases, with Twitter feeds and cryptocurrency subreddits filled with users commenting every time BTC moves even a few cents. Our next reason indicates that a break through 4,200 was the main catalyst. Many analysts, including Chepicap's resident augur, David Borman, suggested that BTC was on its way to a rally, provided by orders being filled around the 4,200 mark, a key level that's been eyed by analysts and traders alike. And once BTC broke through, stop losses started building up, and entry orders were being made, which contributed to a price pump. The main propellant around 4,200 was the descending resistance line that had been drawn from the heights of the 2017 bull run, the very same that has been keeping the market down for many months, with BTC testing against this resistance time and time again, and consistently failing, ushering in a fall in price several times. However, the top of an ascending channel indicated that 4,200 may have been the next target test for BTC, and thus a breakthrough to that level was an incredibly bullish sign. A third and final reason is a fairly foolish one, and that is the news that the SEC has approved an ETF. Not really. Now, the sharper among you may have realised that this breaking news coincided with April Fool's Day, but for some this may not have clicked. Now, while there were quite a few fake stories circulating yesterday, none quite managed to trick as many people as financial magnates, who reported that a Bitcoin ETF had finally been approved by the SEC and would be launched early next month. Now, some think that this may have been a reason for the pump, but it's far more likely to be just a contributing factor, rather than a catalyst in itself. It's fair to say the consensus for a reason around the pump is majoritively sentiment, coupled with some sound technical analysis, and maybe even the joviality of April Fool's Day. However, it's fair to say that the market has been expecting this and deserving this for a long time, slowly building and fostering an environment in which gains like this are sustainable and backed by technological progress. But as always, we'd love to hear your take on the topics discussed. Why do you think the market is pumping? Are we likely to see a crash after this? Or are these gains here to stay? So leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe, and we will see you next time.